What's going on, beautiful people? it's it's minus 21 here in Canada, but the good thing is it's sunny. So like I said before, get used to seeing my nose red and running for the next 3 months or so, because I still want to be out here making videos in my natural habitat, in the wolf's natural habitat. So in this video, I want to talk about the crown chakra energy center, the last one, the highest chakra. So again, quick recap, you can go watch my videos. I made separate videos for each chakra. First one is the root, second one is the sacral, third one is the solar plexus, earthly chakras, grounding chakras. Heart chakra connects the lower chakras with the higher chakras. Number 4. Number 5, throat. Number 6, third eye. And this final one, crown. And that one is associated with oneness. That sense of oneness, that sense of being one with the programmer, being one with the divine, being one with the spirit, being one with the awareness, being one with this force. And by being one with all things, you're one with the creator, you're one with the programmer. Because, I'll quote Bill Hicks, we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There's no such thing as death, life is only a dream, and we are the manifestation or the imagination of ourselves. So when you feel this sense of oneness with everything, that's because you're getting in touch with the essence of you, that awareness, which is the same awareness that's in every single being, in the trees, in the snow, even in this hat. But this hat, obviously, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But it's in there. It's on all living beings, right? And even this hat and even this jacket once used to be living things, right? Or they everything comes from nature. And you guys will have to excuse me because it's hard to talk in the cold in minus 21. So I'm gonna be mixing up my words quite a bit. And I actually feel like ice inside my nose and like right here. So yeah. But yeah, what I was saying is the sense of oneness, the sense of being one with everything, the awareness. Basically, you can reach these states through meditation. If you get in deep enough states of meditation, you sort of come to merge with everything and you realize you're one with all, and that you are everyone and everyone is you, and you are the tree and the tree is you, because really it's this one thing, this one consciousness, this one awareness split itself into parts, decided to experience itself subjectively through a tree, through a Saeed, a human being called Saeed, through you watching this video. But really, it's the same awareness, it's the same essence. And that is the crown chakra. And that's when when it's activated, you come to realize, to feel this sense of oneness, this mystical experience, if you will. And, there are several ways to come in contact with this experience, several ways to feel it, because you need to feel it. It's ineffable. It's just, I'm wasting my time and your time trying to explain it. It's an experience. You have to experience it to have to feel it. It's a feeling. And there are several ways you can get there. Meditation is the most common one and the staple, I would say. If you meditate regularly and you get better at it, because it's just like a sport, you practice it, you get better at it. And if you meditate long enough, and if you meditate frequently enough, and if you meditate intently enough, you put your intention in the meditation, you actually sit there and focus, as opposed to think about why there is something hurting you in your asshole, or why that girl wasn't so nice to you. You just sit there and focus, intent. Focus, right? And if you do that long enough, frequently enough, you will come to experience life differently. You will come to be more peaceful, I guess. You will be more content. But also you will come to this feeling of, hey, it is what it is. It's the way. It's the Tao. It just is. And everything is. It's there. It's perfect. It just is. So meditation definitely a big portal to the crown chakra. Then the other way you can go on about it is by practicing gratitude. And when I say practice gratitude, I'm saying you also have to put the intent of practicing gratitude. So I'll give you guys an example. This morning, I made my tea and I sat down and I did my Wim Hof breathing, the holotropic Wim Hof breathing. And then I sat there for 20 to 30 minutes and I put on Sufi music and I started chanting after the music, right? Because they say things, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, which in Arabic translate to thank you God, I'm grateful. And then Bismillah is like with the name, in the name of God. And I just started chanting it for 20-30 minutes, and as I'm chanting, I started being really deeply grateful for all the things that I have in my life, starting with my hands. And I looked at my right hand because I have a scar there from 2 wrist surgeries, and I was like, wow, I've been going to the gym almost every day, and I've been kicking ass and my hand's perfect. Thank you for that. And I started just, as I'm chanting, thinking of all the things that I'm grateful for. And, I got in such a deep state where I started having tears, because of tears of joy and just tears of, I'm really happy to be here in this moment. I'm happy for everything. I'm happy right here. Thank you. And I think in that moment, I definitely felt a little bit floaty, crown. It's a crown chakra, right? It's a floaty. I definitely felt a little bit floaty then. I was like, am I going up to heaven or some shit? And it felt really good. And I felt this sense of peace, calm, oneness, compassion in those moments. So gratitude. Start practicing gratitude more often. And good things will happen. The more grateful you are, the better things will happen to you. And the more grateful you are, it's a beautiful cycle. It's a beautiful circle. But also, it will just connect you to this higher thing. It really will. Another way to get in touch with that thing, or again, activate that crown chakra, because it's associated with your higher self completely. This is not the you. This is not the animal you. This is not the character you. This is not the ego you. Sorry. This is the you that is transcendent. This is the you that the awareness beneath it all. This is the transcendent self. This is your transcendent self, right? So that's why gratitude for the moment, gratitude for being alive, gratitude for just small things can really connect you with that thing and can really make you feel this sense of oneness, the sense of you're taken care of, the sense of everything is fine, everything's all right, everything is cool. And then there is the third way, which is guaranteed, and that is psychedelics, right? Proper use of psychedelics, supervised. If you want to get into psychedelics and you're looking into doing a therapeutic dose, get somebody that's done it a few times, know what they're doing, know their way around psychedelics, and if they can guarantee you, not necessarily to have a good trip, but if they can guarantee you a sense of peace, a sense of I'm going to be here for you, kind of like a designated driver if you're drinking and driving, right? Then you will definitely come to experience this mystical thing, this transcendent other. Your crown chakra will definitely be activated as fuck and overactivated for the duration of your trip. Okay? And it's a really powerful, guaranteed, if you're doing a high dose of mushrooms or LSD, yeah, that motherfucking crown chakra, that's gonna get activated. And that's gonna be overactivated for a little while. So definitely, again, take proper setting, proper preparation. I should make another video on how to prepare properly for a psychedelic trip. But it will definitely get you there. It will definitely make you feel something. It will definitely get you in touch with your higher self, with the transcendent other. And in quite a few of my trips, actually, if I was having a super good trip, I would just start to, out of nowhere, spontaneously. And I always trip in nature, right? So it's positive, love environment. I start to spontaneously look up and say thank you. And I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm saying thank you. Because that crown chakra is fucking, poof, right? It's activated. I don't know what's going on here. I'm tripping balls. And I'm looking up and like, thank you for, like, I don't even know what I'm thanking for. I'm just saying thank you. And again, it's this contact with the transcendent other, this higher self. And I had some trips where I told you about this, guys. I forgot for a mere few seconds. I forgot my name, right? And I was looking at the trees and I was like, I was talking to the trees, first of all. I was like, what is the difference between me and you? I am you, you are me. And I started hugging the tree. And, because that's, again, a oneness, a mystical experience, the sense of we're the same. We're all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. So, psychedelics, meditation, gratitude, psychedelics, and being in nature a lot, it will bring you closer to spirit for sure. Will bring you closer to the programmer. Because when the programmer, my theory, is when the programmer programmed this simulation, the programmer programmed nature. If this nature of all of this reality is information based, then the programmer programmed the natural habitat, the natural world, programmed it in such a way that it has the best information that makes a human feel good. See? So when I'm in nature, when you're in nature, when anybody's in nature, they feel good. Why do they feel good? Because the programmer programmed the human mechanism in such a way that if you're in nature, you pick on certain informational variables that make you feel good and more connected to the programmer. Okay? So, definitely being in nature also will get you that sense of oneness, because you come here and you realize, whoa, there's trees. Because when you're living in a city, you don't know, you just do shit, right? You're so going by the program of civilization, of city life. You don't even question anything. Like, have you ever considered the fact that, a car, when you get in a car, have you considered that this car was at some point some sort of metals found in the natural world? And boom, 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 it became a car through a series of processing and blah, 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 it became a car. You probably never considered that because you don't have time to consider that, because you gotta fucking pay your bills and go to school and write exams and go get drunk in the weekends and you know what I mean? Just go by the program of the society. So you don't even have time to think about that shit. But, coming into nature, you start to realize that everything comes from here. That everything in the city, the buildings, the concrete buildings, the houses you're in, right? They're built out of wood, built out of trees, right? So, you start to realize, like, we're all one. Like, you look, you start to realize, like, you're living in a house. You never think that you're living in trees. Like, what you were living in used to be trees. And so you come to nature and you start to realize these things and you realize we're all one. You can't separate us from nature. You can't separate us from nature. You take this animal called human out of its natural habitat, you have a disaster happening. And that's what's happening right now. You have a disaster. You took this animal that's been in its modern anatomy, which it's only what we know, 200,000 years. You're taking this animal who's been in this environment constantly for 95% of their modern history, let alone all of our ancestry before, so millions of years, and you're putting them in these unnatural habitats called cities that have been so manipulated and processed by mankind, and you get all sorts of problems, right? You get all sorts of problems. So of course, like crown chakra and third eye chakra and all of these things are going to be shut living in a city. You need to come to nature to experience these things, right? So combine all the above in nature, combine meditation in nature, combine gratitude with nature, combine psychedelics with nature, and you will definitely at some point hit that point where you feel the sense of oneness, the sense of togetherness, the sense of we're all one, we're the trees are us, we're the animals are us. Really, there's no difference. I'm just experiencing this thing subjectively for a little bit of time, and I'm gonna exit the game, and the game is gonna go on, right? So anyway, enough ranting. I think that was that was enough of my ranting for this video. Check out my book, 5 Powerful Habits to Dominate Life in All Areas. And like I said, if my words are not coming exactly coherently, it's -21, guys. Give me a break. And as always, don't forget to subscribe or you're gonna sleep with the fishes.